Wall Street is bracing for an ugly earnings session. Banks are worried that they might get affected. Want to know how? Well, stick around. All of that coming back. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. How you guys doing out there? Big banks are expected to report painful fourth quarter's results this coming week here. Heavy prices due to the market performance for November and for the bad time that November that we had, and the market for December brought like no good news whatsoever. The stock market turmoil at the end of 2018 was a wrecking ball. December was the worst performance since the Great Depression. Bank shares dropped 18% during the last quarter. Banks are bracing for an ugly earnings season across banking and trading businesses out there. Analysts all across the board have been slashing prices to estimate more or less for the big banks on where they're going to be falling at. Which banks will take the biggest and the hardest hits? Well, you have Cititgroup, Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, Goldman Sachs, JPMorgan Chase, and Morgan Stanley, which will report quarters coming in for this week here, on this week here. Now, on the investments for banking, and it's more like on the flip side. It's more like a kind of like a flip thing. Revenues are expected to fall 17% compared to 2017. Debts and loans on the volatilities are expected to decline 38% at all big five banks compared to last year's report. Equity on the capital market revenues are projected to fall 36%. Among all the big banks, Citigroup is expected to suffer the most in trading overall. They are 9.9% down. Goldman Sachs is projected to feel the most pain with 25% decline. Now that is a big hit for the banks coming in, and that's only means just more bad news for the stock market. So instead of it all being great news coming in, we are now seeing that it's going to be more bad news. We also see that the market try to do a little kind of like a rebound as we're coming in for the new year for 2019. We see that the market is trying to kind of find some kind of stability and trying to brace itself, but it's just basically a big dump. That's what it is. It's just dumping right in right now to try to keep the market stable. The US government right now is shut down, which is not good news at all. Not good news whatsoever for the stock market. With the government going down, and the longer that the government stays shut down, this affects the market greatly. When I say great, I mean in a way that you would not believe. But this is also bad news for government employees of the United States. They are going out with no checks whatsoever. They are not getting paid while they are being out. And this is not like a strike or something that it will make it kind of different. This is basically the president shutting down the government completely. So that's more bad news for the people that are in the government field. A lot of them are now quitting. A lot of TSA workers have reported that they have actually quit their jobs and actually trying to find other means of surviving. It's bad news. Now, let me try to bring more bad news to what's already even more bad news. If the government continues to stay on a shutdown the way it is going right now, and it continues going in all the way into April, well, I got more bad news for you guys. There's a good possibility that your taxes, you might not be able to file for your taxes. Now, this is not 100% sure yet because they haven't really given full details to it, but there's a good possibility that if there's no one in the government to process your forms, well, you're not going to get a return. So this is not only affecting government employees, this also affects the American people. That's correct. It also affects you guys. Yeah, because I know a lot of you guys are out there expecting for those big returns coming back in on your income tax. And without the government there to actually process it, there's no way you're going to get this. So there's a good possibility that if the government continues to go in the way that it's going, that you will not be able to file for your 2018 taxes at all. So more bad news added on to everything else that's going on. So again, guys, I would like to welcome you guys into, well, this is now our 4th season. So woohoo for me. This is the 4th season coming in. We're starting off the 4th season in. And with the 4th season in, I have picked up some subscribers and stuff like that. So hopefully we can move into 2019 with a better projection of to where we're going to go and what is that we're going to see coming into the future. Hopefully the market will pick up, and hopefully the government shutdown will end, and hopefully we can go back to just living normal lives again. Hopefully. It's just wishing right now. All right, guys. And again, guys, if you have any comments or any questions, please leave it at the comment section below. And as always, guys, don't forget, more gains, more gains, more gains. Giving it your maximum effort. Peace out.